Hi everybody, this is Caroline Sotheby and welcome to Up, Down, and Around Town. Well, art fair is done. I hope you had a good time. Wednesday was a bad rainy day, but there were a lot of people there Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Anyway, you got to sit down for another half hour. There I am again, but you've seen this person several times lately, but he's got another group on and we're going to talk with. So, Scott, maybe you'd like to explain to the people exactly what your program is.
Well, you've had our high school students, you've had our elementary school students last time we met.
Yeah.
The Downriver Detroit Student Film Consortium is a program, very eclectic mix of kids, that we teach them the art of making motion pictures. And we recruit them, or they're referred to by schools or counselors, and some kids are court ordered. So we have an eclectic mix of kids.
Okay.
The program is free, and it's ran by instructors, which is bringing us to these three individuals. They are not high school students, they're actually college students, and they're from all over, I could say the country.
I guess so.
Yeah. So Noah is actually a graduate from here, and he was in our program as a senior. Now he's a student instructor, and he's getting some internship credits. This is Caleb. Caleb, he comes to us from Olivet, University of Olivet, and he graduated this year, but he came in and he hit the ground running with some projects. He knew what he was doing, and he did some great work with the kids. And this is Nicole. I first met Nicole a few years back. She was in a rival school at Country Day when we competed in film. And her films were just top notch. And we gave her and another student awards at one of our premieres. And then Nicole got a scholarship to go to Chapman University in California to study film. And she called me, she got out of school and said, "Do you have any room for me, to help out?" And absolutely. So they're all godsends.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome. This way, at least we can get you to talk a little bit more that those people don't know about, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so how long have you been in the program then?
Roughly 2 years, about, I would
2
say.
years?
Maybe give or take, because I joined kind of in a strange time. It was, I just saw the first premiere, and then from there I got really inspired when I joined. That was about summer of junior year, and I've just been doing stuff here and there ever since, doing more and more, and I love it.
So this past year, what was your expertise, shall we say? Or a combination?
A little bit of everything.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say first thing is a lot of everything.
Okay.
Because I got to dip my hands in a little bit of everything, but I would say mainly probably directing and editing.
Okay.
And I love it. I love seeing that, especially when so many people are involved, seeing that vision, whether it's mine or someone else's, come to fruition. Not only in person when I'm directing, but also afterwards with editing. It's
that editing is the thing that you put everything together, then you see the work. Yeah.
the final thing. Yeah, it's awesome.
What about you?
Yeah, so this is my first time being affiliated with the program. I came here for my senior year, or second semester of my senior year for college. And I just called Gillespie, just said, "Hey, is Mr. Gillespie, can I,
Wrong.
I need an insurance, please." And then he invited me in with open arms, and of course I'm very thankful for that. My area of expertise was mainly being a camera operator, but I also dabbled a little bit in music, and that's where he kind of encouraged me to spread my wings at a little bit. While I was in college, I also instructed my very own course as a student instructor for film. Yeah, because I kind of had a passion for it, but my school never had a film major. So hopefully I can be the one to actually put it into action and start actually having a film major at that school, at the University of Olivet. There is one student that is kind of like taking over what I'm doing, so I'm doing my best to help him out
Okay.
so we can make this happen.
That's
What
sweet.
type of instrument do you play?
So I play piano and I sing.
Okay.
Caleb, he produced a music video, and this girl had a song, and he taught her from scratch how to scale, how to everything.
Really?
And he worked with her, so you guys worked
We worked a lot.
endlessly.
We worked a lot,
And
yeah.
They laid down the song and everything, and the video is it's going to be done this week, and it's going to premiere on the 7th. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I've been singing for many years, but I never actually composed a song. So without him, I probably never would have did it.
Well, hey, you tried it.
Exactly.
Now you know you can do it.
Yep.
That's a great thing about that.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, it's excellent.
And it's interesting to find out he's with the music, because last time you were on, they have a little bit of everything in your department, but music is very rare.
Scores and
Really?
music are very hard to do.
Yeah, yeah.
Who you telling?
Kate, how about you?
Yeah, so I just wrapped up my first year of college at Chapman out in California, and now I'm back home for the summer. I reached out to Gillespie, and I asked him, if he needed any extra hands, and he did. And honestly, they all welcomed me with open arms. It's been such a great experience getting to just share my knowledge that I've learned in school and also throughout high school. And yeah, just being able to be a part of their community, helping people out. I mostly work in cinematography, so both cameras and lighting.
Okay. Wow. So you have a combination.
And my goal in the program overall is for me to be involved as least as I can. I want these kids doing everything. And with student instructors like this, I'm able to hand them scripts and they get it done. And that's just a gift, because the first few years of I had to be there all the time. Now
Yeah.
I pretty much sit in my office while they're out shooting. I make sure they've got all their equipment and all the props and everything they need. I coordinate everything. I produce it. But they take the ball and they run with it. And you're going to see some award-winning work coming from them this year.
And you just finished the season, technically.
Just finished the season Sunday,
Yeah. So that's going to all be presented September 7th then?
September 7th. Yeah,
Okay.
at our
I know
8th
you-
annual premiere.
5th annual?
8th.
8th? Okay. I'm going to try to make it. And can anybody go there?
Yes, they just have to, they'll see it posted and they just have to contact me and tell them how many seats. It's free, but we won't open it up to the public till August 1st. The students and their families and friends get first dibs.
Okay.
The Trenton Village Theater is 350 seats, and then we can add an additional 50, and we've had to do that. So
Okay.
we have a really great turnout. You've been to those.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
That's why I say we couldn't wait till September. I got to find out what's going on. I'm
Right.
nosy.
but we have, all our projects are in post right now, being edited. I know Noah's got 2 or 3 projects, and he's really good. And
Thanks.
I'm fortunate to know them because they have a passion for this. Some people do it because it's fun or because they're court ordered to, but they really have a passion for it, and they're gonna.
Okay. So when did you actually think you were going to like this type of field?
That's an interesting question. For me, I've always done art stuff,
Oh, yeah?
but in terms of actually thinking of it as a career, maybe around junior, sophomore year, maybe.
Did you?
And I really have since then, I've not wanted to do anything else.
Okay.
More and more, I've just been wanting to make something in this kind of field a career. And the amazing thing about this program is it helps me solidify that vision day after day, because there's not only the resources, but just Gillespie's words and encouragement about it is something really important for
Yeah.
me, at least, because sometimes this kind of field can seem uncertain,
Well, at this stage of the game, too, you're young, so you're venturing, looking out to the future, and they're hoping this is going to be it because you never know what else is going to hit you around the corner.
Right, there's so many options. It's like, oh, I could do something easier, but this is just like what Gillespie said. I'm passionate about it, so
Okay, that's nothing wrong.
yeah, I'm certain.
It's great.
Yeah, thanks.
What about you?
Man, I really feel like the moment I picked up a camera in 2020, you know, when COVID was around and I was just kind of figure out what to do really.
Yeah.
And as soon as I discovered that I kind of was at least a little bit good at photography, then I started thinking about like, wow, what else could I do? How else could I use my instrument to tell stories? Because that's kind of how I see myself as
Yeah.
a storyteller. So with that, I think right then and there, I think that was the time where I said, like, I could do this. Like, this is something that I would do, one, for free, and I would do to, I guess, impact everybody else just with the art of storytelling.
How about, okay. Your version of it.
Yeah, so I was always involved in art since I was a little kid. I always did arts and crafts with my grandma. That's like a big memory that I have throughout my childhood. But when I got to high school, I needed an art credit. And I was fortunate enough that my school had an after-school film program. And I was like, okay, well, I'll try it because
Oh, that
I've
was
never heard of
different.
this.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I jumped in and I really just dove in head first. I fell in love with it and I honestly couldn't imagine myself doing anything else.
What would you ever, at this point, foresee for the future? What's your outstanding goal, or don't you really have one
So-
at this point?
So I'm still trying to figure it out. I know that I want to do something in film, but there's so many different routes, as Noah was talking about, whether it's freelance, being an educator, or you know something that's more of in an office working for a production company. I really find myself drawn towards cinematography, stuff related to the camera and that like visual form of storytelling. So that's something that I would want to stay in.
Okay. Okay, you have different versions of,
They all have unique talents, and they
Yeah.
all work tremendously well together.
and that's important.
Yeah, and they like, you know, Caleb, he can sing. This young man is unbelievable. Noah is also an illustrator, so
Oh, really?
don't be surprised if you don't see some illustrations out there on his stories as well. You know, Nicole was a all-star soccer player. I mean, there's such a
Hey.
eclectic mix of talents too. You know?
Yeah.
So
And when you come to sports, you're working together. So you got that same idea in this process too. Oh,
yeah.
you know what? You had some pictures. Maybe we can flip them on and you can talk over them.
Sure.
Joe can put it on.
I don't know if he's ready, but
Okay.
yeah. Now that's our premiere date. That's all the information that you're going to need. The contact information should have been at the bottom, but you can contact the Downriver Council for the Arts
Okay.
to reserve seats. Ask for Scott Gillespie. That is the crew from just Sunday.
That's
They-
great.
Oh,
they
really?
played-
Yeah.
yeah.
that just happened.
Yep, that just happened Sunday, and that is a great project. And we have two professional actors standing in the back that agreed to be a part of this and donated their time. There's one of them, Tim, and there's Nicole, and Tim's a great guy. He was in one of the original punk rock Detroit bands called Heresy back in the 70s and 80s.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's amazing. That is the boiler room at the DCA, and that is a very ominous room to shoot in. So, obviously, the scene. Nicole was running the show, and Noah was the DP. And that's Zach on slate there. It's from Grozeal.
Okay.
Noah, explain that one. That's yours.
All right, so this wasn't in film. This is just me and my friends hanging out. No. So this is a film idea that me and a couple of other students came up with a while ago. It was originally supposed to be an animation, but that ended up falling short. So we kind of combined live action, what we are now. I am, I guess, with animation. And so pretty much it's cowboys versus robots. And to avoid, you know, getting into anything too, I guess, graphic and also budget-wise for that kind of thing, the bullet trails and all the effects are going to be hand animated. And
Oh,
so,
really?
and I've started doing that work, and it's so fun because I get to experiment with all these sorts of colors and just throwing so much new life into this live action footage.
And it's a science fiction piece. It's in the future, and
Yep.
artificial intelligence has taken over. And
Yeah.
there's a rebellion called the Cowboys that go after the robots. You know,
Yeah.
so it's a really well thought out thing that I think is gonna really take root and explode down the road for Noah when he gets a budget, and I think it's gonna be a really big thing.
Come on, Noah.
Yeah. Oh hey.
I think it's Noah again. He's running camera, in the mood and the lighting.
That was I was standing probably in this image 10 feet from a drum set with no earplugs, and I was just and they were playing metal music. I was really enjoying myself on this shoot.
You were there for that too, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I was there. That was a really cool experience.
That was fun.
Yeah, same thing there. You can see the silhouettes of Calvin's all the way to the right. You know Calvin Johns.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's the whole crew, and you can see
Where was that taken up?
that's at the DCA on stage. We had
Okay.
two 14-year-olds
They were
played a
awesome.
heavy metal song that you're just
That's
not going to
one that
believe
you were
when you heard
talking
it.
about, heavy metal, yeah.
Yeah, they're unbelievable talent. There's Caleb.
Hey.
Go ahead and
Yeah, so that was me and Nevaeh. We had just got done shooting a little bit of the music video, and she wanted to know what she looked like. So we had to bring her back behind the camera to replay it, make sure everything was set, make sure we didn't have to like move her over or anything like that. But it's looking, according to Gillespie, the video looks good.
yeah, yeah.
All right. And
And
that's it.
that's us.
Yeah. So this one time I went up to the 3rd floor of the City Hall building in Wyandotte. And
Right.
Okay, for some people that don't know, yeah, this is the 3rd floor. If you get off the elevator, I say don't go straight because that's the council chamber.
Right.
You got to make a turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
Our goal, though, is to help them out in any way for them to reach their goal or their dream. You know, I mean, we don't have a super budget, but if Nicole was out in California and ever need anything, we would do whatever it is to help. Same thing with Caleb. And Noah's a little easier because he's local. He lives in Wyandotte, and he's at the
Oh, you
studio.
do?
Yeah, he's at the studio a lot. And so that's a little easier.
Okay.
Nicole's going to miss the premiere because she's going to be away.
Oh,
I
really?
know, I'm really bummed about it, but I'm hoping to zoom in.
Yeah.
We'll live stream it to you.
Yeah.
We're thinking on live streaming it again, but I'm also thinking on sending our DDSFC jet out to pick her up.
Or the helicopter, maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
Our solid
Helicopter
gold
from
helicopter.
California. Oh, sure. Mhm.
But
Okay. So where do you live again?
I'm from Detroit.
Okay. And you're, of course, we know, and you're from Wyandotte. All
Yep.
right.
About 5-minute drive,
5-minute drive.
give or take.
Lucky you.
Okay, for somebody that might be interested, I know some of the kids might not be, but maybe the parents are interested. Say, I think my kid would need a little help. Maybe this would help them. How do you get them involved?
well, they would get a hold of me. This isn't something where you just call up and say, "Hey, I want to make film," and you know, everybody, every single person in this program has faced some kind of adversity, including myself and all the instructors. You know, I mean, such as everybody has,
Yeah.
but a lot of our kids come from different walks of life, and we have everything from black, white, green, purple, gay, straight, transgender. You know, you've met Alina, who has 2 prosthetic legs and race
Yeah.
horses.
Yeah.
You know, we brought autistic kids aboard a couple years ago, and it just keeps growing in the program. So, you know, a lot of these are referrals and things like that. But we do have people call, and we'll interview them, and we do that now. So we've got 1 spot left. We have a waiting list of 170 kids, and we have 1 spot, and a kid's coming in to interview for that. So we're bringing, I think, 5 aboard for this next year.
Wow.
Yeah, from
You don't
Livonia and
realize
Detroit.
how many people have situations and could use this help, you know?
Seriously.
Well,
Especially creatives.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I don't, I mean, it's not like, feel sorry for these kids.
No.
They have a talent, and we're giving them the opportunity.
Yeah.
We're giving them the opportunity to dream big.
Yeah.
So,
And especially with this field, there's so many spots. Like you said, you're editing, your short story, your cinema. So you just don't come there and say, okay, I know this. You don't. You're going into your special field in creative art, and especially with music. Are you planning on doing something more with your music now that you're in there?
Absolutely. I actually am in the process of building my own studio at home. So because he allowed me to actually spread my wings a little bit, now I feel like it's my responsibility to continue that.
Okay.
I asked him for a microphone too.
You might see a microphone at the premiere. Who knows?
Well, I hope so. I mean, he's not going to shout out a song for us right now. I mean,
I could.
well, how about that? You
I
want-
could. Shoot.
Okay.
Let's all harmonize.
No, we're not. She asked for a
Don't do that to him.
No, don't do that.
Okay, here we go. We're
I just
watching.
asked for a solo. That's all.
All right, good job.
Whatever.
That's called a beatbox.
I got you. Sure, why not? You are so beautiful to me. You are so beautiful, oh, to me. Can't you see? Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, thank you.
I didn't embarrass you, did I?
No problem.
He's got a great range.
gotta get
It's
used to
just
it.
unbelievable.
For real.
So we had the right person in the right spot for the right kid.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
what we try to do. So, there's going to be a little kid coming up, and Noah's going to mentor him, and he's a great illustrator, and Noah's going to mentor him. And we've got kids that want to work behind the camera, like Nicole. She's when she comes back for Christmas, we do a lot of shooting over Christmas break, so she'll be, teaching kids, the lighting, and that's huge in a project. You would think that, but lighting is just so important.
Is there any advice you can give to anybody out there if they're thinking of going into this field? I mean, you're going to college basically. You got some information from the schooling there. What can you tell to somebody that might be sitting there and trying to figure out, should I or shouldn't I?
Yeah, I mean, it's a hard industry. I will not lie. It takes a lot of hard work, perseverance. It's not exactly steady. But I say if you really have a passion for it, just to go for it. That's the only way that you can be successful in this career, is just to go for it, dive in, and just don't look back.
Okay.
Honestly. Yeah, I think you need to believe in yourself. You absolutely need to believe in yourself. If you're not 100% confident in what you're doing, you need to try it anyway. Because worst comes to worst, you're going to learn everything that you don't know along the way.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
What about you?
If you like this stuff, 100% you should do it, always. You should never ever have a doubt in your mind. Don't be afraid, because that's what's going to happen, especially with this field. Like Nicole said, it's not exactly, fixed thing, but
Yeah.
you can make it just by that determination alone.
And it's just like the artists that paint, they love doing it, but they can't, that's not a livelihood for most of them. They have to rely that as a hobby. But you're not thinking as a hobby, you're thinking.
Well, I do tell them that sometimes they'll have to work jobs that they don't want to
Yeah.
until they get to where they want to be.
Yeah.
Now, with Nicole, Noah, and Caleb, they could work on sets. They could be production assistants on any set. I think they're all at a level above, a production assistant. They could be line producers, and but they can get work if they find it. But Nicole's right. It's not steady, and you gotta fight for
Right.
it.
Right.
But once you get established and your name gets out there, Calvin, look at all the editing jobs he has and
Yeah.
all the things. If you keep fighting for it, it's going to happen.
Fight for it.
There's a lot of rejection, especially the writers. You know, the kids are writers. There's a lot of rejection out there. But once you land something, then they remember you.
That's good.
What's your next story? Anything in mind?
Just
Hell Incorporated.
oh well, there is that. Well, in terms of the program, yes, we have this idea called Hell Incorporated, where it's essentially like Hell is like a business. So this young teenager, unfortunately he dies. Fortunately,
Nice.
heaven is real. Unfortunately, that's not where he goes. And so he has
It's a comedy.
yeah, yes. And so he has a conversation with the devil, and the devil, you would think, you know, nothing could get past the devil. You know, he's so bad, right? He's just shocked at all this stuff, the horrible stuff that this kid did, and he's only like 14 or something, you know. So that'll be
Do
next
you
year.
have a song for that music in there?
I don't have a song for it right now. I'd probably come up with it. Ask me next time I'll come back.
But it's a lighthearted comedy,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and I mean, you just have to have that lens of humor, you know, and it is funny. It's not serious at all or offensive.
No. Okay, for September 7th now, how many plays do you actually have or programs?
We just finished our 20th project for this season.
Really?
Yeah, they're all 2 to 5 minutes, you know.
Okay.
So they go one after another.
And for somebody that would like to come, you have to contact them to make sure they have a seat, right?
Right, Downriver Council for the Arts, and that'll open up August 1st for
August
the
1st.
public. Right now, we're collecting all the students and their families. So,
Okay. I have to say good luck to the three of you, and
Thank
it
you
was
so
fun.
much.
Thank you.
Thank
make
you
it
for
count.
the extra.
Of course, it's my pleasure.
Okay. And thank you, because usually I'll call him at the last minute and say, hey, and he comes through. So good luck to all of you. And
thanks for having us
Appreciate
on
it.
again.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, hey, it's fun. You want to come some other time? Call, okay? We'll put you on. Find out the results later on. So, okay. And for you people, I'm glad you sat there for almost a half hour. And see you next time on Up, Down, and Around Town. Take care now. Bye-bye.